Hello, and welcome to my 8th Developer Diary. This will be the final weekly video that I'll be making about the game that I've been working on for the past couple of months or so. The reason being is I'm going to spend, throughout this week and the next couple of weeks, I'll be posting a couple of videos each week, focus on the main criteria of the assignment that I've got coming up, which is tied straight into this developer diary that I've been running the past few weeks. Basically, the criteria that I've got to cover is project management, time management, and basically like a load of other things. So I'm going to make a video focusing on each one of those, just so I can meet the criteria as well as explain more about the development cycle for my game. So this week's video is about the production and time management skills that I've applied to the game that I've been making over the past few weeks. So production management is focusing on how I've analysed what I needed to do for each week, well, not each week, but for the course of the game. So what assets I needed to have made, what I needed to do, what I needed to put into the games, just like combat systems and general things like that. So that's what the production management applies to, and the time management is how I've managed my time whilst going through the production of the game. So they both tie into each other, that's why I've done them as one video, which is this video. So over the past couple of months I've been making the game that I've been making has required me to plan out how I'm going to make the assets required for the gameplay, as well as the time I was going to assign to making each asset. So the way that I have managed both of these throughout the production of the game has been through the use of sprint sheets that I use to record what I've been doing during each week and what I need to complete for the next week. This system has worked well for me because I've always had a reference point to look back when I found that I've kind of run out of things to do, so I was like, oh, I've got nothing to do, so I'll look at the sprint sheet of what I need to do, and then I'll know what I'm doing for until the next week. The downsides to this is that I can easily lose track of how much time I've spent working on each asset. So, for example, within the prison hallway of the game, I spent quite a lot of time making the doors and pipes that go along the ceiling, whereas I didn't spend as much time working on like the actual walls for the hallway and everything else that went into that room. So if I'd managed my time a little bit better with that, I would have been able to spend more time making all the other assets that go into it, so they would have been a lot higher quality. So in the future I'd allocate a time estimate on how long I would estimate it would take me to make each asset, and then kind of monitor the time that I spent on it, and if I've reached the amount of time and I'm not about to finish with it, I'd then start working on another asset just to get that finished, and then obviously take away the time at the end from another asset if obviously I'd spent a little bit less time than I thought I would on it and it's all finished. So balances it all out so that I can not necessarily spend an equal amount of time on each asset, but spend the correct amount of time working on each asset, as some of them need more time modelling than does putting it into the engine, because it could be really simple. Like the liquid vats that were in the lab room, they took very little time to make and very little time to put into the engine, so that time that I might have overestimated on, I could have used it towards putting like more doors or sorting out the lighting a lot better in that room. It's just little things like that which would bring up the production value of the entire game. So by doing these things I will hopefully be able to make my projects and time management skills a lot more efficient, and as a result produce higher quality assets within the game. So that is it for this week. I know it's been a very short video this week, but the game is practically finished now, so everything's been submitted for the assignment that was in for last week. I've got a little gameplay trailer that I made, so I'll be uploading that shortly after this video, and then either tomorrow or the day after I'll be uploading a video on the initial research that I did for the game, as well as 2D development as well. So I'll put all those together and show how you use the 2D development and the initial research together and how that affected the work later on. But finally, I'm just going to quickly show the sprint sheets that I've used. So if I bring up this scene, there we go. So obviously for each week I've had a little sprint sheet as well. So each week corresponds to one sheet, and then obviously I've got like a work completed and work to be completed, and any work that doesn't get completed goes into the final column, and then that means I either pick it up straight away and finish it off, or I leave it in that column and finish it when I've run out of things to do for that week. It means I can stay on top of the things that haven't been done and the things that need doing. But yeah, that is all for now. Thank you for watching, and I hope you join me for the next video. Bye bye.